Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today I'm going to talk about the energy service companies. I got a lot of energy service companies that are looking really good. So I think there are some buy points here. I've added in to some of these companies. I've added into OIH, and I'll show you why I did that, what the charts look like. Again, this is just my financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. But let's dive in here and I can show you kind of what I'm looking at here. So looking at, this is the VanEck Oil Services ETF, and we're right here at this support line. I drew it back in 2020. It tagged it in later of 2020, the October timeframe. That was a really good buy point, and that's where I bought a lot. And now we're tagging it again. I think this is going to be a really good opportunity here. And I did buy, since it was available to me, I did buy some early this morning in my 401k. So they now allow me to buy ETFs starting in 2022. And I got lucky. I got in real early today and bought whatever I could in this ETF. And what I'm seeing is this big, huge pattern that's developing. And it's basically a shoulder, head, shoulder, inverted head and shoulders. And we've got a descending neckline here, somewhat. And we're about to break it to the upside. So we saw a nice big move in OIH. That'd be one I'm definitely interested in this sector. I've owned Tetra Technologies since 50 cents down here. We're coming on up. We're seeing buying pressure in a lot of these companies in the energy service sector, and I think it's time to be entering it if you haven't already. Here's Transocean, another one that I own, is up 13% today, and it's got an inverted head and shoulders pattern. It's going to break to the upside eventually, and I think oil's ready to go to the upside. I think we're going to see a big move. And a lot of these service companies are still really cheap, and I think they're of good value. This one's called PUMP, ProPetra Holding Corp. We've got a massive squeezing going on, and we're putting a kind of a bullish engulfing pattern right here at the tip. And I would be a buyer of some of these companies. Do your own due diligence. Make sure these companies are right for you. But we're squeezing up, guys. And if this is going to be a big move, I think. So this one's ProPetra Holdings. This one's EXTN, Exterion Corporation. I grabbed this from one of the ETFs and or a mutual fund that I was looking through at all these companies. And look at this thing. This thing is of deep value. It is coming on down. We can draw you can draw some trend lines through here. And the way that I would draw it would be, oh man, something on the lines, if I can grab it, something on the lines of this. And what's happening is this thing's kind of just, it's coming up in this corner here. And I don't like that one there. Let me draw it like this. What I'm seeing is I'm seeing this kind of come through here. We've got kind of a low here. We've got another double bottom here. So we came back down, and I think if you guys want to look, this company right here at $3.28, Exterion Corporation, which is EXTN, might be one to start looking into and watching. Up to you on what you want to do, but it's looking really low down here, and it looks quite good for a possible entry point right here with all this buying. Another one that I like is Valaris Limited. It looks like it's ready to break and start making new 52-week highs. This one did go bankrupt over here, and it got restructured. Another one is MMA Offshore Limited. Looks really cheap. Right at the bottom here, it looks fantastic to me. If we can break this downtrend line, I think we're going to see a big move higher. Tidewater's another one that looks really good. It's putting in a little bullish pattern here. We go to a daily candlestick. We've been moving sideways here. Nice big buying pressure today. Kind of zoom out, and what I'm looking for, you can kind of draw across here. If I can draw this right. And we're like right there finding support, and ready to break to the upside here. So we're right there at the support area where I would be buying and where I have purchased some Tidewater. Here's NEX, Next Tier Oilfield Solutions. We get these kind of like shoulder head shoulder almost patterns. The neckline's not quite all the way up there, but on a lot of them we do see that. And we've got good buying pressure today. Everything's looking really good. And if we can get broken out of these downtrend lines, we're probably going to see much higher prices. So all these are looking really good to me. Champion X Corporation is another one. Kind of zoom in on the right-hand side here. We got good buying pressure today. These are really starting to catch my interest. And if we can break the downtrends, we'll see where this thing goes, especially if oil goes launching higher. We've got the Cactus Incorporated. I think this was one that I was looking at. Nice, good move today. We're real close to breaking out of its resistance line. And if I just kind of look at this here, I'm just going to kind of draw some in here. Notice all those lows that are higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. It's all coming right into this. I mean, this is where I buy. I buy, if I can find this, I buy it when it's doing this and buy it into strength that's going to break through this line, I think. And I'm seeing higher lows all through here. And this is Oceaneering International, another one that broke to the downside, and it looks like it's starting to firm up. Here's Noble Corporation. This is a new, it went through bankruptcy. It kind of got re-released. This is another one that I think looks good. It's a deep sea drilling one, and Helix Energy Solutions is one that I like right in here. And this is a big old pattern coming down. It'll eventually turn around and can move substantially higher from where it's at. And I was looking, I'm going to go here real quick because we go to home, and I think I posted on here a, maybe it'd be on here. It was nope. Okay, here it is. Here it is. This is U.S. kerosene type jet fuel stocks. And the weekly, it is just way down there on their fuel stocks. And even in oil inventory, the oil inventories are also super low. And I'm looking at all these inventories, guys, and they are just incredibly low. So I don't see how oil doesn't go up. I think we're going to see a big move next year, this year, 2022. At the end of 2022, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I think the energy service stocks are looking quite good. They're all tightening. And usually before a big move, you want to buy it when it's squeezing up. So it's squeezing up, or have higher lows stepping into the downtrend. This is where I get super aggressive, because if we get this big move and we break, you're buying something at that base where it can launch from. So that's exactly what you want to be doing. Is you want to be buying at these types of areas for a long-term position. We've seen the exploration companies break to the upside. Oil's broken to the upside. Natural gas is broken to the upside. We have confluence across everything. We've got an expansion phase of real estate, higher yields, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, money's not flowing into these, and they're going to try to not put money into them, but they're going to make so much money. I think it's going to be ludicrous. They're going to have these energy service companies. We cannot have a world that is starved of oil. And all of these people are going to reverse their thoughts so quick. They're going to reverse their stance. They're going to have to, because now you're going to be, otherwise people just take over. They're going to say, nope, we're going to do it anyway. I mean, that's kind of my take. I mean, energy is literally the lifeblood. It provides life and provides sustenance to the life of people. If you starve the energy of an economy, things will start to tear apart. Currencies will start to fail. I mean, it goes down this rabbit hole of a whole bunch of bad things. So I think that these services are needed, and they're going to demand far higher premiums, and we're going to be drilling a heck of a lot more in the future, because oil is the premium fuel. It has the highest energy return on investment, and I don't see a replacement yet. And if if all commodities go up, I don't see how solar is going to be competitive. It's going to price itself out because it's a very commodity intensive product. So that's what I've got for today. Give me a thumbs up if you guys like the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.